we're good.
Alrighty. Last session, you fought more gross beasties.
And I did amazing.
And I showed up.
Not zombie
Hi,
Kenku,
tiny human,
but zombie
who
Kenku.
should be sleeping and is not.
Run, tiny human, run!
Beetle used suggestion to tell one of the two that you were fighting to fly north past Thalen City and not attack our party anymore. Consequences
Hopefully
to
the
be
Capitol
seen
Guards took care of that.
later. You fought the thing and then just
Lawan.
kind of left. People took short rests as needed.
I played music to help you get health back because I'm hurting until I find a long rest. And relatively useless soon.
Yeah. To be fair, he killed like 60% of the enemies last time.
It was all Beetle. Beetle was all over that fight.
Suggested one away completely, so that's half right there.
I basically
minimum
just
of 50%.
stood my ground in that fight. I didn't really.
So yeah, that's what you all did. Specifically, nobody did investigation,
Anything useful.
perception, tried to figure out like what they were, where they were coming from, any of that.
Well, no, I did, but then part of what I wanted to do wouldn't have worked because of some other mechanic. Right? Because I wanted to try to get information from them, but language barriers caused me to not succeed. Because I learned that they are summoned and sent by a person.
Why are you sitting here smiling at me? You should be sleeping.
Are they summoned? Let me relook at this. Did you learn that?
With my glasses. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think you learned that.
I don't know where else I'd get that then, so I don't know what you want.
Bill's got tidbits. He's living in your mind.
You
right now.
definitely did not. No, that was the invisible creature.
Dusty one?
The one that I lit on fire.
Oh, with the phone thing.
You're mixing.
The phone thing.
You're mixing those up.
Yeah,
Yep.
I am. I just
with
freaked
these
out.
creatures.
I just freaked
Yeah,
out.
these creatures. You learned nothing about their origins or anything. You learned.
Don't mind
that
Bill, he's
they-
getting old.
Hey.
You learned that they communicate via telepathy. Please hold.
Quick, Patrick, put the tiny human back to bed.
Why am I putting the tiny human back there?
Because he's sitting next to me on the couch.
So let's do a straw poll.
Ooh, no. Okay. Danielle, roll persuasion, and Pat, what's the opposite of
So
this?
you learned that they communicate via telepathy. You did not try to interrogate any of them. You suggested one to leave, and then murdered the other one, and then left.
I will say, if
Both of you roll
if you were able to
persuasion.
suggest
See who
that
gets
it
to get
left,
to
then
bed.
it probably spoke our language. Yeah?
No. It didn't speak our language.
You didn't actually hear him tell it to leave. You just saw it leave.
What say the McLaughlins to rolling persuasion? Oh,
A 23.
What is this
What-
roll for?
roll persuasion to see who puts the tiny human
Made
to
a
bed.
persuasion check.
Oh.
I suggested a persuasion check to see who's persuading
I
the
should
other to
probably
go to
open my
bed.
character sheet.
I don't
Wait,
think
am I
Danielle-
rolling as me or am I rolling as my character?
Danielle can't beat that. Like, her shared charisma is her dump stat.
Yeah, and there's no crit on skill checks, so. It's Danielle.
It's the paladin smile.
What is
Look
it?
at that, Faith. You literally cannot win this check.
Yeah, but it's still a fun check to make.
You're like me trying to play cards.
I want to see
against,
how
uh,
bad the
what's his
persuasion
name.
is too.
Oh, come on. I don't even get any bonuses.
Yeah, even if you roll a
That's-
20.
That's why I said you can't win.
Yeah, but let's see how
So
bad she
don't-
loses. This could be
Don't roll,
funny.
because you could roll a 1 and have to do push-ups later.
That's fine. Why are you guys giving away the plot?
I already
Because
did
I want
my
to get to
one.
the actual plot.
Well, she has to leave with the kid regardless.
Patrick, you win. You've persuaded yourself to put him to bed.
Ooh, she pulled the wife
It is
card.
Mother's Day week, Patrick.
She did.
No, that was last week.
No,
no, that was
Mother's
yesterday.
Day.
Yesterday. Oh, Sunday's technically the start of the week, so technically DJ's
Depends
right.
on what faith you follow.
Or what continent you live on?
Yeah, that's not a faith thing.
Danielle, if you want, I can stab him later on. Accidentally, of course.
According to
Hey,
Judaism,
don't
Sunday
stab the kid.
Is day one. So
Yeah, most faiths follow.
Yep, and we go by the
Sunday day one.
DM.
That's true.
I genuinely don't care. I just would like somebody to put the tiny man to bed so that we
Bill,
can do.
get on it.
All right, I'll be right
Better
back.
idea. Hey,
I'm
Dennis,
driving
you need
along.
to go to bed. Who do you want to put you in bed? Yourself, mommy, or daddy?
Pick
Okay.
Bill. Pick
The child
Bill.
has spoken.
Tiny human has spoken. It's probably because you weren't there at the original bedtime.
There we go.
Snap.
Yeah, cool. Well,
Night, booba.
So
Sweet
what's
dreams.
been
Some happen
happening
this
in the
week.
background? What's been happening in the background while you guys have been discussing actual things for Pat's character is I took a snippet of Danielle staring at the camera with a beer in her mouth, and I said, this is going to be the thumbnail for the video, and she goes, if you do, I'll never turn on my camera again. I went, goodbye, file name thumbnail. So I said, I'll have to find old college pictures, and I was able to find a couple. And as I take the picture,
God.
I just...
Oh, no.
DJ,
Oh, no.
I took a
Oh,
picture
no.
from the party at your house. And I just went,
I
man,
mean-
we are old.
if you want some of my baby pictures, you're welcome to them. I wore fantastic hats all the time.
What happened?
Proof, or it didn't happen.
Yeah, hang on, I'll text the group.
Yeah, no, DJ on my wall, a picture from a party at your like apartment thing came up, and I was like, holy God, I was skinny and we were young.
Oh, yeah, there was one of us recently on my Facebook memories, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I
Yeah,
look
oh my
tired
God.
as hell, but I'm definitely very
You-
skinny.
In fairness, you look tired as hell in a lot of photos that, like there's the ones from the Kay Hanley concert.
Yes,
You're
because I had come back from
exhausted the
fucking
entire
LA.
time. Yeah.
I flew in from LA
Why did
on like
you
the red
go?
eye, and then he's like,
Why
"Want to
did
go to
you-
a free backyard concert with me?" And I'm like, "Sure." I was so
Yeah,
tired.
I blame the drinking.
We
I
didn't
listed
drink
all
at
my
that
skinny
show.
years.
I just
thinking
meant
was fat.
college drinking in general.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, it was such a bummer. Like I was in good shape, and I was so self-conscious about being fat.
Oh, hey, this is
And
your
then now
birthday
I'm like-
party.
Now I'm fat, and now I'm like, I don't give a shit.
This file says 5/16/2006. I think this was your birthday.
Was that the one where I cried and bought my own birthday? Or no, the guy from Girlicious wouldn't let me buy my own birthday cake.
I don't think you cried.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah,
Where the hell are these pictures of me in a hat?
Is
I
is
swear
that
to God. Oh, there we go.
Danielle, was that the birthday that you got hand printed?
that what?
Was that the birthday you got hand printed on a birthday spank?
I don't know. Was that the year before? All I
don't-
know is was one birthday. It was my 21st, I think, because I had to ask permission to leave move out because freaking move out weekend was my birthday to go get my license. And all my friends like wouldn't wait for me to like go and do things. So a bunch of people like took off and went and partied on their own. And I was like checking people out of their dorms because it was move out weekend because I was a freaking RA. And then I remember going to like your house or something, Bill. And then I don't know what happened. Something stupid happened. And I ended up making out with someone in a car. And I don't remember who that was. But it was like one of your, like the Lunenburg group people. Super random.
Was it Daniela? Was it usually Daniela in that situation?
What?
Was it Daniela? It's usually Daniela.
No, it was
Just
male.
gotta be honest. At that point in time, it was usually Daniela who everyone ended up making out with.
All right. Side note: I put some pictures of me, and I texted some my baby pictures, many
Yeah,
of which
Fairness,
wearing
that's
hats.
actually kind
Some
of
of
what I
which.
picture Tozu to look like, just in goblin form.
Oh my gosh, you little
Quite the
cowboy.
expeditioner there.
Yeah, so that was me. That was actually on a ranch in Montana, I think, the first cowboy one. And then I had various costumes. I liked costumes. I liked accessories,
The muscles. That's cute.
including water wings.
He kind
Gave
of
me
looks
big
like
muscles.
Mike, Asian Mike in the bottom picture with the little swimmies.
Wow, are you saying all Asians look the same?
No, we have a friend, well, a Lunenberger,
Oh my God.
who is like Asian and Italian, and he's got a very similar face shape and coloring to like. That's what I can envision him as a little kid looking like. You
Eli,
don't really look alike now.
that's actually why I don't turn on the camera, because I don't want people to confuse the two of us.
Shut
'Cause,
up.
I mean, granted, West Asian, so I can't guarantee that they'll. It's that
Were
much.
those your sweet glasses?
Oh, I'm not going to
Yeah,
share
man,
that.
that's you-
photo.
Those are
toothpaste
swim
picture.
goggles.
goggles.
Those
You
are
have
swim
to-
goggles
you
because I
You gotta
had
be
to
extra
accessorize.
prepared when the toothpaste
Yeah.
squirts out. It can get wild.
I
just-
just liked having them.
I just found a photo when
So
I dressed
cute.
up as a girl for Halloween,
Oh yeah, that helps, Bill.
and I did it once, DJ. I don't know why you're
You
saying that.
dressed up as a golden girl at Lori and Dave's party.
I dressed up as a woman. This I dressed up as a girl.
Sorry,
Anyway.
Renee.
There is a difference.
I'm staying
is
out of my
everybody,
old photos.
D&D.
Is everybody back? Are we
good.
dungeoning and dragonsing?
Please.
Okie dokie. So, you have ventured 1 hour from your encounter with the not zombie Kenku.
Beetle, do they have a name?
Yes, but nobody bothered to investigate or do nature checks or any kind of
100%
any kind
okay
of
with
skill
you.
check.
I did the best checks I needed to. It's up to everyone.
Yes.
You kept hitting me. I didn't want to investigate
Yeah,
it.
you all. So like one of them died, one of them left, and you were all like, "Yeah," and just fucking walked away.
Well, there were
So-
three. There were three.
I'm okay
Yes,
with that.
two of them died, one of them left, and y'all
Oh.
just walked away. Which is
One
fine.
of them
that
died,
is-
one of them got obliterated.
Yes, yes, one of them got crit smite for a lot. But
Well, hopefully the people at Elflandia can tell us what's going on.
Well, they're going to
You're
see
going-
one of them.
away
So-
from Elflandia. So
So we can communicate, right? I don't know. There's letters.
There's
1,000 miles seems pretty far, but we got
Irrelevant by
planes
then.
and trains and cars.
God, plain white tees.
Would you prefer a graphic one?
No, I prefer plain white tees. Just something better.
So we're
Alright,
going
All-American-
south. I
All
take
American
it.
Rejects it is.
Oh
We'll
my.
keep it a dirty little secret.
I'm feeling pretty good that
Thank you.
I got some wine tonight because of what's happening.
Same. I also got some wine tonight. It's phenomenal. Tonight's sponsorship is red wine. whoever makes red wine can sponsor us.
Mine gives me a headache.
UB40.
I will provide you with the one I
does
have
DMing,
that has
Pat.
no
So does
nitrates.
DMing.
I'm sorry.
And you-
What was that, Eli?
You said red wine gives you a headache, and I said so does DMing.
Shut up.
I've given you many hours, sir. Many hours have I told the tale to you.
I know it's been awesome, and I appreciate your headaches. So
Onward, shall we?
traveled 1 hour southeast from your encounter with the not zombie Kenku, and have come to a river. Did I put you in the?
Anyone who can't cross is a vampire.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, awkward backstory moment.
We're on to you.
So the river is about 40 feet across at this point. It appears fairly shallow. You can see the kind of sandy riverbank extends at least about kind of 10 feet. You can see it into the river. It looks to be shallow. It's not moving particularly quickly.
Well, before we go riding the wagon in there, we should scout it out.
To fjord the river.
I say the monk should go, not the heavily armored paladin.
What are we
So
trying
the
to
river,
do?
the river runs northeast to southwest.
We're trying to see if we can cross the river safely.
Yeah.
I'm
You
Are
fine
we
with.
crossing it?
We're testing to see if we
waiting.
can. I guess.
Okay, you can do that. Are you
You
ready?
have some people.
I'll-
You have some people on horses. You have a wagon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll hop out and help too in case we need to do any fine-tuned movements.
So I'm gonna make the water solid. Da, 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 da.
Are you?
What?
Yes.
Oh. Go
The hell
on.
is this?
My newly acquired skill. Shape a flowing river. As an wait, is it an action? I can do an action. We're not in.
Yeah, you're
Combat.
good.
I mean,
You're
I
not
just
in
do it?
combat.
kind of irrelevant.
I was like,
You're in
I can
Yeah,
just
what
do it,
is
right?
shape the flowing river? You can spend
1 key point to manipulate an area of ice or water no more than 30 feet on one side. So can I do it twice to like get the whole way? Because you said it was 40.
Sounds about right.
Reshape the ice. You can raise or lower, create or fill the river fauna. Can't exceed half the area's largest dimension. The extent of any... Wait, what the... Oh, okay. For example, a 30-foot square, pillar 15 feet high. You can't shape the ice of traffic 100. Yeah, you can either do like the middle chunk of 30 feet, like a 30-foot square.
And
Or
we can
you-
jump onto it.
And you can try
We
to
have a
like
wet-
walk through. Yeah, there's like some sand. So it's 40 feet across from solid ground to solid ground, but there's like a little bit of like that sandy, silty riverbed that's not super solid, but it's not completely submerged either.
So we could like wheel the wagon onto it if
So
I did,
you could
like,
try
run
to,
it a
like,
little bit.
Pull the wagon on and hope it doesn't get stuck in that 5-foot gap. Or you could spend 2 key points, do it twice, and just have ice all the way across.
Which do you prefer? Crew.
I would like the river investigated before we go manipulating it. I.e., are there monsters in it? Or anything else?
Someone's played this game before.
What?
I would like to do a perception check.
As well.
Alrighty, everybody who wants to do checks, tell me what you're doing and go nuts.
Not.
You're gonna do perception. I will do investigation.
My God, isn't
What
that
are
a
you
river?
looking? Oh man, it's such a river. It's so pretty. It's so sparkly. You're so tired.
Man, I did a lot of work
Investigate.
earlier. I am just down.
What are you investigating for, Kat? Are you seeking...
If there's anything that's going to harm
Danger.
us inside the river.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to make a check in a second. She had more than me.
Hmm?
Oh, +3.
Joseph.
Yeah, because
Like, what?
I normally help her make checks.
Yeah.
But I was like, our numbers are the same, but no, she is proficient. All right, I will roll twice, and we'll go with the 15.
Tozu, are you doing anything?
How about a nature check on the river if there's anything that like looks off to how the current is going? Like I know you said it was slow
Sure,
moving,
yeah.
but if there is,
Go ahead.
that is definitely a river.
So, Brody and Kat with a 15 and 18. So
I
that
did
is-
perception. She did investigation.
Oh, okay. So, Kat, with an 18 for investigation, it is a shallow, slow-moving river. It appears to be about 4 feet deep at its deepest. You can see to the bottom, sort of as far out across, past halfway. There's a couple small fish, some sand, some nice rounded stones. Doesn't appear to be anything harmful. Brody, you notice that about 40 feet downstream, it narrows a bit to a width of approximately 30 feet.
Brothers, look down there. It narrows slightly further down the river.
That would be more convenient for crossing, but also could be leading us to it for a reason. I see no threats here. Just pointing it out.
I'm willing to check out that space before we cross. We don't have to commit.
Okay.
Your power is 30 feet.
Mhm.
And how deep is it at the depth near the shore, Eli? You said it's 4 feet at its deepest. I'm assuming that's the middle.
Yeah, the middle is the deepest at 4 feet. It kind of goes gradually and evenly, drops from 0 to -4 over a span of 20
So it's like
feet.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no like. Boom.
No, it's a pretty smooth
Grade.
sandbar. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's look down there first. The water might be very shallow there.
Mhm.
Go downriver.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
So you head about 50 feet downriver. It looks exactly the same. It's just a little narrower.
Do it up, Cat.
Shall I?
Min, throw a rock in that.
Okay.
I have Min throw a rock in.
You do.
Sploosh. Does it get wet?
Yes, the rock is
All
wet.
right.
It disappears from view.
All right. Yeah. Here seems more logical than there.
Sure.
Cool. Do you do your shape of
Yes.
going?
Oh, how
Okay.
have all the details. I didn't copy everything. So how fancy can I get with it? Does it have to be completely flat, or can I make it have like an edge on the sides so like someone who slips can like?
You can
think-
change water to ice and vice versa. You can shape the ice in any manner you choose. You can raise or lower the elevation, create or fill in a trench, erect or flatten a wall, or form a pillar.
You can
Okay.
make a bridge if you wanted right now.
So I'm gonna make it like like a U shape. So it has like sidewalls, but like it's even, so we can like easily get the wagon across it. But like,
Sure.
you're not gonna fall off the sides unless you climb over the wall like a dumbass.
I'm not an elemental monk, but just so I understand, ice floats.
Yes.
So this will be anchored at both sides, right? It's not going to just.
Well, freeze all the way down to the floor.
I
I
don't
assumed.
know that it can go that deep. Okay,
Well, you said 4 feet, right?
Yeah,
I did
how
say
was-
it's,
30
it's
foot
about
cube?
4 feet deep. Let's see. You can.
Is it
and
a,
like, will it be
going
thick
to
enough to
an
hold
area
below the wagon?
well, what's
no
the
larger
is-
than 30 feet on a side. It does not say two-dimensional.
So that's by a
Um,
cube, right?
It appears to be by cube. No, so it's a 30-foot square, and you can affect half that distance vertically. It's
Oh,
a
so
little
she
bit
could do 30
unclear,
by 30 by
honestly.
15.
So you can raise or lower the ice's elevation.
So
The
30
extent
30,
of any changes can't exceed half the area's largest dimension. So it's a 30 by 30 2D square that I'm going to say,
0 to 15 art can occur.
yeah, plus or minus 15. So if you wanted to like pull a Moses and like split it and make two walls, you could do that.
Yeah, I just
We'll
kind of
walk
want
across the bottom, or you could
barrier
just
because ice is slippery, and I know that we have horses and stuff. So like, I don't want anything just to go boom off the side into the river.
I'm
if
gonna
I can.
add, to save us some time. I'm gonna say don't overthink this. You can make an ice bridge and it's fine.
Okay.
Sure, ice bridge.
Yeah, I don't want it like crack on us to float away.
This is no.
I just
You can
didn't
make
want
an
anyone to
ice.
slip
You
off the
can
side.
you can make an ice bridge and cross on it.
Good job,
Done.
Kat.
Very-
Marking the
alright.
key point. You are welcome. I
You make an ice
after that
bridge.
after the last time we had to walk 80 miles around a freaking river bend.
Is that why you took this one particularly?
Yes, I did.
And you cross the river, and look at that. You don't have to walk 80 miles around a river bend this time. Congratulations. It's almost like I read your character sheets.
You've
I'm useful.
tested an elemental or environmental effect.
Alrighty, so you cross the river and continue on the path. You are heading directly towards Falkreath. Just as a reminder, you guys have done math and figured out your goal is to get to Azamir down here. And you have figured out that if you stop at every one of these towns along the way, it will only add like 3% to the duration of your trip. So you've decided to do that since you can sleep in beds, you can resupply, and it's just less crappy than camping in the woods.
Woot.
So you are heading directly towards Falkreath.
Beetle needs it.
Very good.
You come across a fork in the road. You
Go ahead.
The fork.
I'd like to make a perception check for notes.
Yeah.
So
Is
one
there an
fork.
arrow with a note attached to it?
It forks about this way. Yeah, so you're kind of like, as you are standing, at the fork, you kind of start to look around, and you catch a glimmer of movement behind you,
Go, guy.
and you hear the twang of a bowstring and a thwap. And you're kind of ready for it, so you look, and in the tree trunk directly next to your head is an arrow with a note attached.
I'd like to go check out the note.
Did it come from across the river?
Take note of the note. I don't think we're near the river anymore.
You
No, you
said
are
the
not. You
angle
are
was more kind of like perpendicular to us.
So can someone who runs fast go and chase down the archer? Why do you keep doing that?
If you would like to run into the woods in the general direction that you think is
Go fight the
where the
ranger.
arrow came from, you can try.
I'm gonna
It'll
check
be-
this
Did we
a
lose
couple
DJ?
checks.
I feel like he's been awfully quiet.
No, I'm here.
Okay, just checking.
He's in character.
He's napping in the wagon, as he does. Beetle, the note says, go right. And you should listen this time.
I say we go left.
You're sleeping,
To
shush.
recap, last time you got one of these notes, it said go a direction. You went the other direction and almost died to a bunch of snakes.
I know what
I
you're
got
talking
to-
about.
Yep.
Translate.
Yep.
I
And
think that was an
and
epic and
They
well
may or
fucking-
may
Well-
not have been related.
Well, yeah. So, and then the next one we got also had words that we didn't listen to, and there was more
Well,
fighting.
in fairness, the next one said, "I told you to go left."
Yeah, it was a taunt.
Yes. The next one was just being a dick. But this one says go right.
I mean, in the
Listen this
previous
time.
situation, I felt that maybe tactically following the notes instructions would have been better, but geographically we took the correct path. Here they seem to be equal looking at the macro map.
You can make a survival check to check your maps versus the
Where we
actual
think we-
angles
Oh
to
yeah, we
get.
have a bunch of maps.
If anybody would like to make a survival check
I will.
with
I'll be like, "Hey,
proficiency,
here."
if you have
These are the
calligrapher's tools,
cartographer.
Eli,
cartographer's
Yeah,
tools.
calligraphy would be fancy writing.
Yep, cartography. I heard it.
if I point my finger toward a creature within range, do I have to see it based on that verbiage?
What is the thing you're trying to do?
Message.
Telepathic shenanigans.
It says,
with
I
the
point my
archer.
finger toward a creature within range.
Brody doesn't know.
Cat's
Brody
looking at all
doesn't
her
know.
maps that she got from her
It
little
only
elven-
says if I'm familiar with the target and know it is beyond a barrier, can I do some, like, finagles? But I wasn't sure if I pointed in a general direction on the off chance it hit a target, would that target hear me? You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier. Similar as a common sheet as spell doesn't have to follow a straight line. It can travel freely around corners and through objects.
I don't know. Let's put it up to the party and see how we want to rule this. Because I
So
think that in the spirit of message, no.
we're,
but I
we're
think
talking
that-
about message and being able to see the target or not.
Message the cantrip. It is worded as you point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message.
You.
But
you'd
it
be able to
doesn't
see the
say a
creature.
creature that you can see,
Does
and
not
all of the
say
ones
creature
that
you can
say
see.
that specifically say a creature you can see. That's
Or
interesting.
even sense whatsoever. However, in the spirit of message, I think you should have to perceive them.
I
But
mean, what
also,
if
I
you're-
think
what
if
you-
I
what
don't
if you're just
know-
pointing at the direction and you just end up hitting a squirrel instead of your intended target?
And that could be a
So-
risk.
I would say that the first sentence and the last paragraph are the relevant things here. So towards a creature means that your target generally has to be in that direction. The second paragraph, which talks about like objects blocking, a foot of stone, an inch of metal, blah 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 blah, 3 feet of wood. If I can't see the target because it's dark, but I point in the correct direction, I would say that it worked. Like I'm in a dark room and there's nothing between us.
Right.
If I can't see the target because there are obstructions in the way,
And I'm not
check
familiar with
paragraph
it.
2.
And I'm not
to
familiar
see-
with it. It wouldn't work.
Right. Check
Yeah.
paragraph 2 to see if it's relevant or not. Because if there's 3 feet of wood in between us, or a foot of stone, or whatever, and I can't see the target because of the obstruction, as long as I meet the math of paragraph 2, then it would or wouldn't work.
Because then I would say that if I know it's behind the tree, I could curve the tree because I'm not
Right.
familiar with it, but I know where it is. Because it says I don't have to go in a straight line.
You know what? Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do you make another perception check to see if you can figure out a close enough area
Point
for the target. And if you can hit close enough to the target, then it'll work.
21.
Okay. You can message.
Like I could
target.
just figure out the trajectory of the arrow and kind of point in that direction.
Yeah, because you initially caught like a blur out of the corner of your eye, and you can focus on it and say, there. Go ahead.
I'll point and I'll go. If you're going to be helping this much, you might as well just join us.
Please make yourself known.
I wouldn't even say that. Just exactly what I said.
If you're going to be helping this much, you may as well join us.
Interesting. Oh God.
And I can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Who says I'm helping?
Don't help the DM. I mean, this is hopefully giving some information. I mean, they may just choose not to reply, you know? Ooh, I'm getting whispered, I think. This paper slowly so I can see that bottom box.
Yeah, you're getting whispered too.
Oh, yeah. Oh my.
That's what you get back. It is an androgynous voice.
That's fine.
It's a robot?
No.
Not an androidinous.
I'm gonna share something. All credit goes to the YouTube channel this is getting pulled from, as well as all other copyright options. I will share with you guys as well, so you can enjoy.
Where is it?
I cast Prestidigitation with this going on,
Oh God, no.
and I recast message.
Can't hear it.
That's perfect.
Oh, we've seen this before.
Yeah, but this might be a different one. Yeah. No sound.
No sounds.
I mean, is this
Get your volume up.
one you've shown us before?
He's Rick rolling up.
It's March of the Emperor.
There we go.
If it doesn't work this time, then I'm going to pick this on. And it's going to be... Oh, there we
Can you hear it now?
Yes.
All right. I recast message with this going on, just going. God, what was your verbiage for this?
Wait, Bill, you sent me that link. I need to do this to my students. We have like an ongoing Rickroll battle, and I'm teaching electricity next week.
Sure.
There you go.
100%.
So I'm casting this.
Lego version of it, and one of my kids put it as his email icon. It was a QR code, and when you scanned it, it went to the original YouTube video. It was great.
So I'm casting this, and I recast message and goes. I invite you to join the party right now. And if this is not the right time for you, I leave it in your court. All right.
Oh boy. Patrick, you just got really dark.
I invite you now, and
got
if
dark.
now is not the time for you, the ball is now in your court.
Or like shadowy. Ooh, also, will you all remind me to tell you my funny interview D&D thing that happened to me today at some point?
Yes.
Am I brighter now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's what I have on screen. I have different screens.
Mhm.
Going.
The cave.
Guys, I think we should be following these notes and head to the right.
Okay.
What makes you say that?
I definitely just messaged someone in the trees. They sound non-threatening. Slightly inviting, in fact. And
So says the satyr.
I invited them to join us, but they said the time is not right yet. And that they will see us soon. If we make the
We have
right
fairy
choice.
godparents.
Please don't invite the Fae in this.
Oh my god, did you just invite the Fae? Did someone say the phrase invite the Fae?
No! Who said that?
Patrick definitely did.
I don't know that it's ever come up.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, it's not a huge...
It may have been said.
Yeah, I'll
What I said
ponder.
was,
It
please
Fae
don't
has been
invite the Fae.
Nah, I heard invite the Fae.
That's selective
Are you guys going to the
hearing,
right
and
or to the left?
I say we go to the right.
I did it right.
Sure, we'll go right. Excuse me.
Okay. So you head to the right, and about 10 feet down, or about 100 feet down the path, it becomes like sort of dense thicket. You continue to push through, all of you sort of glaring at Beetle as you shoulder your way through overgrown underbrush. But then abruptly, after about 30 feet of hard pushing and macheteing at undergrowth, it just kind of opens up, flattens out, and becomes a nice, smooth, curving path. Not even a stone for the carriage wheels to bump over.
Follow the note, go right, smooth path.
Look at that. It worked out.
I mean, in fairness, everything is overgrowth to me.
True.
So you travel about another hour and reach another little junction. And as you approach this junction, you hear a familiar twang of bowstring. An arrow with a note sinks itself into a tree.
We're at a three-way.
At
Yeah.
a three-way junction.
I'll mage hand the note over to myself.
It says, "The middle path
Friends.
will lead you right into my."
Right into danger.
I heard. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear right into mine.
Hello, friends.
There's some perks to playing online. I gotta say, I like this whisper nonsense.
Yeah. I like. Forcing
Nonsense.
yourself not to meta is possible, but at the same time, I like not having to worry about accidentally metaing.
Yeah,
If that's a word now.
yeah. Metaing.
Oh. Well, folks, the
Stuck in my head, too.
the friendly advice is telling us to choose the middle option, and apparently we're being promised some hugs.
What?
I'll show you the note. It
We'll
says
be
the
hugged.
middle path will lead you right into my arms.
What arms?
That sounds like we're about to get some hugs.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure. Or you're just sort of looking to see if this is
I would be
menacing
like,
to your
what is
character?
that? What do I get off of that?
Yeah.
What type of feeling does that invoke? 3, or plus 3, right? Oh, no. $13.
You're a little bit confused, and you can tell that this means more to Beetle than it does to you.
Beetle, what does that mean?
That's exactly
seems-
what I said. I think we're getting offered some hugs. There's no harm or threat in the telepathic conversation I had earlier. I would love to roll
Very nice.
persuasion against your concern, if that's a number that you can roll. Just for
I
fun.
tend to not like to roll social against other players. I feel like
Oh, I agree. But only if we both agree upon it. Only if we agree upon it. If it ever comes to one of those 50-50 impasses,
sure.
Yeah,
then-
I'd like to do it for
decide
you.
if you decide that Brody would be staunchly against this and not
Oh.
trust Beetle,
I would need to
Then
do some more
we
role
can roll
playing
for
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, but if we really got down to it, then yeah, we need something to break the tie.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look and see what else I can gather off of this, which probably not much because Brody isn't smart. I don't know. Can I make a investigation check here, Eli? See if I think this is a trap or anything. Something about this logically seems dangerous.
yes.
Don't worry, it's not a good roll. Oh, 14. Okay, that's better than I thought it was going to.
It's generally taking you in the direction of where you want to go. The last time you didn't listen, you were attacked. The last time you did listen, you had a smooth, uneventful journey.
That's how traps work.
That is how traps work. That's also how nice people work.
Who are those? Me, right?
You.
Brody's nice.
I mean, what would you do? What would you do if you were
Brody
trying
wouldn't
to
hide in the
guide?
shadows. He would be out smiling, his paladin smile. Oh, this way,
Maybe-
friends. Let
Maybe
me
they're
show you.
hideously deformed and don't have such a chiseled jawline as you.
You go on. All right, well, go ahead, Beetle.
All
You certainly, I think, earned the right to make the call here with previous combat. So
I'm going to cast Mage Hand. I'm going to rest the Mage Hand on Brody's right shoulder. I'm going to look him very fervently in the eyes and just go, "It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay."
all right, brother.
Beetle gets to go into the arms of whatever it is first.
Well, let's do it as a group.
So the middle path
Wait,
it is.
is this where I tell Beetle to get out of my carriage? You walk in front.
No.
that's fine. I will even take points still.
Alrighty.
I
So
knew I shouldn't use such a sexy photo for my character.
You walk down the middle path.
It's the glasses.
Ooh, that's
they just
do.
they get Brody right here.
Which kind of curves around a bit. It
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It's
Does
still
Ashley
nice.
have anything?
like smooth, steady. Do you have something else you want to do before we?
No, I was just wondering if I had anything that would do, like calm person, be part of my glasses, but I don't. all
You do
detect-
not.
It's all detect crap.
Yep, it's all detect.
You got to actually take the glasses off. You got to lower them. Really.
Oh yeah, I lower them and I provide some smolder.
Yeah, you can. Anyway,
Quickly,
so
moving
you,
on.
you follow the middle path
Onto something completely different.
quickly before this conversation continues. You follow the middle path for about 2 hours, and it's starting to. The sun is starting to set a little bit. It's getting a little twilight in the woods, and it's a nice, easy, smooth path that seems to sort of curve a little bit back and forth, but is generally leading you towards Falkreath. Yes, I have lifted names of cities from Skyrim. Please don't sue me, Bethesda.
Just gotta spell it backwards.
Yeah. 3
Heretic Capelith.
Freeze folk, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So will we make it to the next
you
city?
will not
before-
make it to the next city before dark. However, as dusk is approaching, you're starting to get a little bit hungry for dinner and know that it's about time to start looking for camp. You see a clearing up ahead with a large 2-story house
made of gingerbread.
built up into it. It is not made of gingerbread. But
Not yet.
delicious smells of cooking emanate from this home. There's a warm, inviting glow in the windows and around the cracks in the door, and a thin wisp of smoke coming from the chimney.
Ooh, is this Alice's restaurant?
Who's Alice?
Oh my God, is that a...
I mean, you can
Jane's
get anything
Addiction
you want
reference?
at Alice's restaurant.
Is that Jane's Addiction?
No, it's not. It's Arlo Guthrie.
It is Arlo Guthrie. You're right.
Is there a sign out front that says like "in" or anything like that?
I'll attempt this. If it fails, Eli, it fails. On the off chance I'm familiar enough with this person, I'll cast message at the house and go, "Hail and well met." Nothing happens, we just approach naturally.
Secrets don't make friends.
Bards
Sorry,
do though.
It's all telepathic. I can't help it. And I've told you everything.
I'm just kidding.
Have you though?
Hop on my stream, find out.
Oh, cheeky.
I'm like sliding down here. I'm like sitting like this, and everyone else is like normal height. So.
It's the wine, Bill. We know.
No, I just like my chair starts sliding and my camera's
Bill's,
pointed up a
Bill's
little.
like this. He's like,
Man, this stuff is great.
Thud.
Yeah, right over there, Eli.
Eli's having too much fun. His clandestine messaging.
I've never done this before, so this is kind of fun that it's working. Or not working.
No,
I don't know.
it's great when you find functional niche uses of cantrips.
Yeah, I thought I'd
You're
use this more
welcome.
for you guys, but
By the way, you're welcome.
Why did you suggest message?
I was like, can't you just message the giant and screw with him? And ever since then, he's been like, I'm going to message this thing, and I'm going to message this thing, and
That's
I'm going to see if this wall will talk to me.
The wall talk to me. I'm like,
I'll have. Hey, if we had a drinking montage during the spa day, I might have tried to do that, and I just don't remember.
Eli's writing a novel.
Oh, to your previous question.
They're real and they're spectacular.
Novels or questions?
I think Eli's muted. I think
Eli, are you muted?
his wife might have popped in the room real quick.
Hello? No?
Yeah,
I
there
was
you are.
pretending to be muted. There
Was
we
it-
go. Okay.
Was that in all caps because you need me to answer the previous question?
Yes, it's because I must have muted myself some time ago. I've been asking you that for like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, no,
We-
nothing. We've just been
on.
chatting because we were waiting for you. It looked like you were typing.
Nope, I was muted. I'm sorry. I was exclaiming aggravatedly. Goddamn internet.
Hey, at least you have internet now.
Yeah, it's stable at 27 megabits,
Oh,
but it's stable. So,
It's not 0.02.
yeah.
Yeah.
that is-
hey, it was 0.8. Or it's never 0.0. Actually, no, it's yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But it's stable. Enough for me to do D&D.
Wait, if it was 0.0 something, it almost was legally drunk.
0.08.
There you go.
It was definitely legally drunk.
Wow, I can't.
But was it practicing law school? Or was it practicing law? Or in law school? Because then it'd be legally blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Oh, L.
I cannot spell tonight, but at least I figured
That'd
out
be
that
me
text.
someday.
Don't
That was
you
less.
dare.
That was less good than Alice's Restaurant.
Don't you dare Reese Witherspoon's finest movie.
Does she think it's her finest?
finest movie? I don't know about that.
She has a closet in her house, and it's one of the featured movies in her closet. So I assume she thinks it's one of her best, or at least it was fun to do.
I mean,
The second one I'll allow, but the first one is
Oh,
amazing.
that you can't do an enter in a whisper.
Hi, everyone. I can read that.
yes, you cannot do an enter in
So,
whisper.
so heads up, you can't do it. It is a single line of text that will be a whisper.
Just
Yep,
so everyone
everything
knows.
after that.
So what that means is this is the back part of the message.
I don't think that phrasing is a good choice right now.
I'm so sorry. Can they see this? Because if they can't
Oh.
see it, you gotta show it to them.
What do you mean?
So-
Oh, anybody watching my stream can see
So,
everything I've been
Eli-
whispering.
I'm gonna put my foot down a little on this one and say that Beetle muttered that aloud because I'm not gonna unsee.
No, this isn't me doing. This is actually just a straight DM question. I'm not actually messaging the person in game.
Yeah, this is not a message. This is a character background question.
So
Or
I'll
call.
just say the whole thing out loud. He asked if Beetle had any sexuality preference. So I
Yes, I
said
did.
Beetle prefers feminine features, never been in a situation where the same sex has been an option, but never sought it out. The gray area of sexuality will probably play in this world.
Fair.
Good
Little
cover.
context. A little more context.
Hey, you know what, Brody? Go pop on my stream. You'll know I'm telling the truth.
Fair.
He's just trying to increase his viewer count so he can get he can be a partner.
I know, that is a thing that I might have to do someday to make it go quicker. I don't want to. I'd rather just happen natural.
Freelance it.
So anyway,
So we're standing outside of this.
Awkward turtle.
Broken phone booth with the telephone in her hand.
so
Or
Beetle,
money in
you
her
do
hand.
that. You
Yeah.
message the thing that you message,
Halen Wellman.
and
So should we like pitch the tent or?
out from this
Phrasing.
house.
Phrasing.
Wow. Wow.
Out.
Hey, you take it how you will. I'm just reading the room. right?
Wow.
I'm
Phrasing.
so sorry, Eli. This is
No.
just bad.
It's fine. This is
All right,
I
so
appreciate
the big
it.
man put the little man to bed, but now Danielle needs to put the big man to bed.
What
Hey-o.
phrasing?
And listen.
Well, the title of
Really?
this video is gonna be
Sex in the Woods.
gonna be
It has to
R-rated.
The gray area of sexuality probably will play in this world.
No, just the gray area of sexuality. Oh man, we broke Bill. Bill's having a roast beef curtain moment.
Whoa!
You can't say those things out of context, Patrick.
Oh my! Thank God I flagged these as
Hey,
not
wait,
for
wait, wait,
children.
I have a legitimate question. Hey Eli, how's the headache?
it's so good. This is what the wine is for.
All
We
right,
need
so
to pause for me
so-
to crack another bottle.
so- yeah, I'm going. I a bio break, and after this little interaction, I'm going to refill because this is getting out of hand.
2 out of the 5 of us aren't even drinking alcohol.
Yeah, you should be.
I had a cider with dinner. But that was like hours ago now.
Uh,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
so out of this house, the door opens. Jesus, the door opens, and out of this home, steps a Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, basically Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok, but with a bow across her back.
Yeah.
And smiles and waves specifically at Beetle and kind of gestures for you to come into the house, and turns around and walks back in.
And
Beetle, friend of yours.
Don't know the name, but think that's the person shooting arrows at our general direction to tell us how to get here.
Yeah, so you get like beautiful female, not particularly effeminate, but definitely badass.
Badass is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
An eyebrow raises above the sunglasses. And I say, let's approach.
Way up there.
Hello.
I think you're taking the lead on this one, Beetle. Is there like a stable or something? Are we putting the horses somewhere? We can't bring them inside.
I'm not ready
Um,
to bed them down yet. Either way,
Yeah, there's a couple like stakes out front that you could potentially tie a horse to.
Oh my fuck.
wolves could get to them.
Wolves could get to them. There is no formal stable.
I mean, let's find out who we're dealing with and if there's an option for that.
Granted, Bo's a better combatant than I am, so
Harry, lead the way.
We trot up. We adhere the horses and carts as securely as we can with whatever's around, I guess. Perception check?
I'm not like I said. I'm not ready to bed them down. For
Oh
the
yeah,
night.
no, I just mean like tie them up so they don't
No,
tie
and
them.
it's still
Phrasing.
dusk. Yeah, you can tie them. You can tie
That is
them
the
to.
legitimate term.
You can tie them to posts without having to fully like take off the saddles, do the brushing, do the feeding, do the bedtime stuff. You can just tie them to a post and
Pause. You stay here.
hop off. Stay.
Stay.
You can like hang out if we want.
What?
Your little min-max crew can like hang out with them, and we'll be like, we'll invite you in once we know it's safe, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's generally the idea.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah, so mid Max and Broseph will stay outside. Oh, excuse me.
Do you all step into the home?
Is there a porch or something on the front?
No.
Okay.
There's like a little dirt patch in front of the door that may or may not be.
Just such.
Yeah, but no.
No, it's fine then.
There's no structure.
We
You all want to step in?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So inside is a surprisingly lavishly furnished home. Plush chairs and couches surround a roaring fireplace. And off to one side, you can kind of see through a doorway into what appears to be a kitchen area where some tremendously inviting smells of meats and herbs and freshly baked breads are kind of wafting to you. And sitting in one of the chairs by the fire is...
I moved my mouse and I was like, gone. Sorry.
Remute your roll
Yes,
twenty.
thank you.
Yep.
That was weird. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So sitting in one of the chairs by the fire is the female character that you saw step outside, and you can kind of catch a glimpse through the kitchen of a tall, muscular, short-haired, short-bearded man in the kitchen that seems to be tending to various pots, pans, and a large oven. The woman looks up at you as you enter and says, "Welcome," and kind of gestures broadly to the couches and chairs by the fire.
Is that the same voice I heard in my head earlier?
Yes.
Booyah. We found it! I don't say that out.
You follow the directions.
How hard was that? It's very. I have this paladin who's just going against me the whole time.
Can't imagine what that's like.
Before we settle too
Special fork
much,
for each of you.
do you have an option for a safety option for our horses outside? A way
She
of
says,
stabling them.
I think we're making a bit of a presumption that we're staying the night here.
No, you can stable a horse just because you're in town.
Yeah, well, it's night. Night is coming, and how long we'd be staying.
She says,
Beat us forward.
"We do not have stables, but do not fear. Monsters know better than to come near our home."
You almost said here, and you were gonna be pissed off you rhymed. Is that what it just happened, Eli?
I pick my words carefully.
Sounds good. Cool. Brody can take that as he does, and we'll enter. And I take it you were the one guiding the way.
Indeed, I was.
I am Beetle. Who do we have the pleasure of meeting?
I am Tin.
Beetle, you okay?
I'm in our OneNote, and I'm just making sure I put notes.
You made a funny face. I didn't know if that was like you reacting to like, ooh.
No, sorry. I love me some tin. No,
So she says, I am Tin. My brother Zane and I.
Oh, thank God! If you had said Rin, I was gonna leave just immediately.
Why?
Didn't take up.
I don't know. Rin and Tin. Rin, Tin, Tin.
No, Zane. Zane and Tin. Tin with a Y. Tyn.
introduce yourselves. And I gesture to the party.
Yeah.
I got you, Eli. And
Brody,
there we go.
brother and paladin.
I am also Brody, brother and paladin.
That's a lie. She's a liar.
Cat.
I'm saying that you guys said that out loud.
Sure.
like
Yeah, I was role
that
playing.
exchange. So Tin kind of raises an eyebrow at Tozu, gives a nod to Brody, gives a nod to Cat, and just kind of looks quizzically at Tozu.
That was a joke. I'm Tozu. I'm not a paladin. Yet.
Better.
She smirks and says, "Oh, I can tell."
Brody laughs at that.
Why the subterfuge to guide us here?
We've had experiences in the past that have led us to be more cautious than we once were.
Can I do a perception check on race?
Sure.
Or would that be history? I'll do perception.
Yeah, perception's fine.
Oh, balls!
There
Yeah.
it is.
It's
The
a female.
First one.
You are not sure. She doesn't have the elf pointy ears, but does look a little bit exotic to be a human.
Oh, she already welcomed us in to kind of take a seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What prompted you to trust us to at least bring us here?
Well, we've been watching you for a little bit. And we can sense that You have great importance to the future of our world.
Would this have anything to do with our quest down to the Sun Warriors?
It does indeed. It's been a long time since any sought those out. She winks at you.
You're right.
She saw that push-up. Your form was good.
Anybody else want to do some chitty chatting?
Brody doesn't have much to say at the moment.
I'm just kind of looking around. Can I do like, it's kind of like observing stuff? Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
While you do her, I'm going to get some more wine.
But cha.
Phrasing.
17.
Okay, so you see, it's kind of an eclectic mix of some overstuffed furniture with various patterns, like a leather chair, some like floral print love seat, and like a very modern-looking rocking chair. Bookshelves of a variety of styles and materials with sort of a mismatch of books and accoutrement, little various decorations. Some seem to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not macabre, but like a raven skull and a dream catcher alongside a beautiful vase of freshly picked daisies. Just some odd juxtaposition.
So, yeah.
As well as like some intricate artwork and sculpture, and then a very like battered and beaten, just plain simple broadsword hung along the wall.
Okay. And you guys just kind of notice me like looking around and kind of noting all of these eclectic things.
You do also with the 17 smell venison cooking in the kitchen.
Okay.
It smells fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Brody, Tozu, anything to do?
I don't really have a lot to contribute to the scene at the moment. Sorry.
No,
That's
that's okay.
okay. I just want to make sure I give people the chance if they want it.
Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm just
Cat,
kinda
any
hanging
follow-up?
back, trying to not steal anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm watching Tozu. Oh wait, I'm watching Tozu.
All right. I'll continue
I
that
just kinda-
with what are you and your brother doing out here?
We've
Living
lived
life,
in this
guarding-
forest. We've lived in this forest for quite some time. We've encountered a number of travelers. Although none quite so striking as yourselves. Said to all of you.
That's an insight check. Read between the lines.
I'm down for some insight as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just used to getting complimented. I'm kind of that great.
Yeah, I'm still just kind of like looking around and smiling and smelling.
Hold on, did I still don't know why it does this. 3, 4. Dirty 20.
Okay. Beetle, you read some strong innuendo off that.
Like they want an orgy? What are we talking about?
Brody,
Or formidable opponents?
you get some form of not hostile aggression, but some like strong sort of alpha dominant
Yeah.
vibes coming from this person.
So I thought.
Like they are very comfortably in charge.
And we're sort of checking that authority.
Yeah, and they're You don't feel intimidated. You don't feel threatened inherently.
It's on the sleeve, so to speak.
But there's sort of an engaging, like, it almost reminds you of the rivalry that you have with Taravangian.
Ah, yes.
Of like that, it's not hostile, but it's kind of
it's
contentious.
Yeah. Tis
There's a vying power struggle sort of underlying. Everything that this person does seems deliberate and almost tactical.
Sounds like Patrick.
That is me. Everything is deliberate and tactical.
Well, unfortunately, that's not Brody.
No, that's not Brody. Brody's not deliberate or tactical. Well, maybe he's deliberate to a point.
He's deliberate.
And he's tactical to a point, but he's not a big picture thinker.
I'd be up for turning on Ashley's true sight.
Okay. I'm going to privately message you in Discord.
Sounds good.
Just so there are no mistakes.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that says a word that I don't want it to say. That's fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is lounging in a chair. That's what you see.
Oh my.
You can make a nature check.
Get you some more arrows.
I'm going to... Now, if I use inspiration, is it like advantage where you take the higher?
Yep.
Or you just take the neck? Okay. Let me just double check I actually rolled the right one before I go all crazy. Yes, I did. And I will do it again. A little bit better.
Very nice. 15's better, because 15's what you needed. That was the DC there.
Oh, thank God. Let me fix my sheet. That's what I thought out of character, so thanks for confirming.
Congratulations, Beetle knows.
Something.
Whatever Beetle knows. Yeah, go ahead.
It's normal.
I'd like to survey the room. Is this also happening with Brother? Anything else in the room? Like, I'm taking in the whole room. Like, so my glasses are just kind of on. So anything else in the room, the Brother, or do you want me to do a perception to kind of add to the how much more I take in? Because I'll have this site.
Everything is the same.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, nothing. All the, the house is the house, the stuff is the stuff. It's all above board.
We appreciate you allowing us. Are you welcoming us to stay for dinner this evening? And that's actually a genuine comment from me because I have them as well. So
Yes. Okay.
non-hostily, gingerly, camaraderically, however, you know what I mean.
You catch a brief flash of surprise across her face. And then she says, "Oh, but of course."
Ooh, 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 aye.
Yeah. So
Everybody else can make insight checks.
I'm gonna go outside.
No, please don't.
Everybody else should make insight checks, please.
Please. I don't know if this is going the right way anymore.
Got an 11.
I was about to hide.
Good God.
Was I gonna?
Twinsies.
Oh my God, it's going away.
Brody's
Everybody
gonna
else,
go
these,
outside.
these chairs are super comfortable.
Yeah.
Brody, are you going outside?
I'm going outside. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna go take care of the horses and stuff, and
You can, Beetle, you have a chance to react to Brody standing up and heading towards the door. I think you can whisper directly to each other.
Oh, I thought I did. Sorry.
That was to me.
Yep. Can you see our whispers to each other, Eli?
I cannot.
Oh,
If
that
you
would
just
be
whispered
awesome.
Brody, then I cannot.
Oh, wow.
so I'm gonna
Do that thing.
I'm gonna steal the narration a little bit,
Yeah.
and assume that Beetle's sitting next to me on the couch,
Sure, that's fine.
and I received that whisper. So as I stand, I'm gonna put my instead of like putting my hands down on the couch and standing up, right? I'm gonna put one hand on Beetle's knee, like as if like I just kind of,
Sure.
and I'm gonna squeeze his knee as I stand up. I'm still gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go outside and check on the horses and stuff. And as I get to the door, I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna activate detect good and evil and all that. Like I'm just gonna get to the door and like kind of have my hands in the frame and stop and just kind of ping. I'm gonna turn that on.
And then I'll do that while he's walking.
Is my detect good and evil?
This is good.
Divine Sense. That's what it's called. 60 feet. Celestial Fiend and Undead. Those are the 3 things it picks up. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but we're not really doing anything here. We're just... Thanks. I think we should go.
Do you do it in like a
Like Brody
Brody,
gets to
like Brody's serious face kind of way?
yeah. Like,
Okay.
I get to the door frame and I and again, like I'm kind of just unnecessarily touching things as I go. Like I grabbed his knee, I got to the door, I stopped at the frame, kind of took a breath, just looked back at him. I'm like, well, nothing's really going on here. Wonderful house. I think we should go.
And I kind of hear the finality of his statement, and I'm looking around at all the random stuff, and I'm like, Yeah, sorry to interrupt. And I start to kind of like, or interrupt your evening. I sort of like back up a little towards the way we came in.
So the brother walks into the room carrying some food and sets it down on the coffee table, I guess. That's kind of in the middle. Bill, do the other thing I said first.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see your text. I'm looking
Yeah.
for my mom. It's none. I'm gonna use my other inspiration. Thank God. I'm out of inspiration.
Okay.
Can I use a persuasion check with that last conversation piece? If my wisdom check was sufficient to be able to keep doing things?
Yeah, your wisdom check was sufficient.
Bill, I can return the whisper, right?
You can.
I should return the whisper.
And that is me persuading. Thank God I have a plus 10.
Jesus Christ. Ooh.
I always forget. Which
Yeah. The
Eli,
charisma
just-
saves are real high.
W.
Anyway. So the brother walks in, sets some food down, makes eye contact with Kat, and says, "Please, stay for dinner. I insist."
And like, is stuff going on? Oh, am I supposed to do? Sorry, I didn't.
Yes.
I whispered back to
like,
you, Bill.
this is all kind of happening concurrently. Like, Brody has stood up and been like, I think we should go.
And you want me to make the?
And yeah, you do that thing.
Okay. I'm doing the thing. I don't. Can you? Do you want that to be public? I don't know if you can make your roll whisper.
You can't roll whisper. I tried it last time, and it didn't work.
Nat 20.
Okay. Nothing happens. You still have your same compunction.
It's about me.
Yeah.
Looking. What is Beetle doing at this point?
What is Beetle doing at this point?
I tried to persuade with my whisper. So I'm
that's
waiting
right.
for you.
Me?
No, Eli. I'm waiting for
No,
you.
he's waiting
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
Got it.
Man, I got a lot of things bouncing around my head right now.
This is the most clandestine. Very bluntly.
Make. Yeah, go ahead.
Brody stood there for a moment, looks out to the room, eye contact with Beetle, and takes one step out the door. Like, I don't like march out. I just like look at Beetle and step out the door.
That's fine.
Alright, we're gonna go back here. Sorry, I'm gonna draw some stuff real quick. Da-da-da-da. That one and that one. Put some other characters in this. You're all gonna be a little bit smaller.
No horse.
No horses. So Brody's out. Beetle. This is a little bit too big of a square.
Hi, honey.
Sorry. We have a nice fire up in this one, and we have a
Ooh, that fire.
little
It looks like a lobster.
table.
Oh, now I want lobster.
Hey, you know what? I'm doing what I can. You do what you can with what you got.
It's production quality.
There, Tozu. Alrighty. Sorry about that.
Saliva.
Let me draw the.
So how did my persuasiveness come across?
Not great. You were not persuasive enough. They are. I can't undelete that. Whatever.
I'm going to sort of be leaning up against the wall here. Nope.
There's no check or anything associated with that, Beetle. It's just. You sense a little agitation there.
Beetle's mind must be like the synapses.
So exciting. Cat, Tozu. Anything
Think
you would
I'm
like to do?
just gonna keep. So the person directed, please come eat at me, right?
Yep. And you're like,
So-
this is a little weird.
Like, actually, I already ate, but thank you so much for your kind offer. And I kind of step back again.
You saw Brody leave.
I know. That's why I'm like heading in the.
Are you also going to start heading towards the door?
Not in a like rush there, but like I'd rather be.
Yeah, I also left my wallet outside.
I could see Kat like stopping and trying to nonchalantly inspect like all the antiques that are around. Like, oh, lovely. Oh, that's very nice. She's just slowly making her way to the door.
Tell me what you'd like me to roll, whether it be persuasion,
Oh, why
Yes,
am I moving?
that.
intimidation. I feel like it's still persuasion because I'm not really threatening. Well, maybe I am now.
Intimidation.
That's your choice if you want to do
you like
intimidation
it.
or persuasion.
Oh no!
What tone do you want to set with this?
Sorry, I hit my headset. I couldn't hear. What was that?
That's your choice if you want to do intimidation or persuasion.
I'll keep it
It's up to you to
persuade.
set.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Anybody want to give me their inspiration? Just kidding.
No, they do not.
No. Shit.
Can you do any of your weird bardicky stuff and inspire yourself or
I
some shit?
spent myself out in the world.
Yeah.
I thought we rested.
You
I
just
need
rested.
a long rest.
Yeah.
That was a short
womp.
rest.
I will use all my magic abilities on you.
Oh, none of them.
Oh, none of them.
All right, before we get too far.
I have a
Technically, you
cantrip.
could
It's
roll
when I cut
lower,
someone's
though.
Achilles so they trip.
Oh, I didn't.
Great.
Don't you worry.
In fairness, I still have no idea what's going on.
Are you outside, Dozu?
Tozu, make an insight check.
Tozu's like, what is happening?
Tozu's like, what is happening?
He left. Not surprising.
All right. We're going to go to initiative for this. It's not specifically combat, but I want the turns to be more structured. If that makes sense to everybody.
Fair.
Tozu, you're going to get disadvantage because you're not aware that anything significant is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Eli, you still want me to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Wow. I mean, nice, but wow.
That's a 5.
Amazing that you're still going after me. I rolled a 6.
Brody tends to go last, and that's actually where I like. I like
I
being
know,
able to-
works.
But that's still amazing. You had a 75% chance of going before me.
I have a +0 to initiative, so.
Alrighty. Okay, Beetle. From your last thing that you did, you get that.
Of course.
We are so to be clear, we have not specifically engaged combat. However, if combat does start, we will maintain the order that has just been rolled.
Sounds good.
And we'll pick it up from wherever we are.
Wherever it
so
is.
if the first 4 people don't do combat stuff and the 5th one does, then combat will go, 5, 6, 7, then back to 1.
Will for Tozu, people who have gone first stuff, we're not actually in it until we start, even though
Yes.
we're going in an order that we're going in?
Correct.
Okay.
My
Just
final-
making sure that
Yes.
he still
For
has
that,
access to the
has not yet gone in combat will
Yeah.
not click until combat actions have been initiated.
My
Because
last,
this isn't specifically going to be combat.
my last attempt at persuasion.
I'm going to hit the head quick while things are still simmering.
Yeah. So I rolled a 19. I'm gonna,
What?
I rolled a 19 against that. I don't know if you have anything left in the tank that you can activate before knowing the outcome.
I mean, if this is persuasion versus persuasion, I'm probably screwed because you said your charisma's pretty sweet, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's
It
not
is
the-
a charisma save, but I don't know if you have any force disadvantage left or anything like that.
Oh no! Like I said, I totally spent everything.
I know you spent a lot, but
Yeah, I'm my.
I want to give you the opportunity because I know you have some stuff that's after a die has been rolled, but before the outcome is determined.
Yeah, but that's all of my inspirations, and I used all of them up.
Okay.
I used to have performance less. Yeah, son of a bitch, Eli. Why do you got to keep rolling well?
I have returned.
This
Sorry, man.
is going to be bad.
My God, what do you have a +10 to?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Okay, that's fair.
As well
Probably
as
persuasion.
deception. I'm not getting any reply on that one. I just got that other one before that. I'm just going to work off of that, I guess.
Correct.
Okay. Of course, they would be strong at that, because that's what I want to use against them. Because why not?
We'll say that's actually it's a cantrip, right? So it's an action
What? Message?
message.
It is. So I'll just go off and say our two hosts are succubi, and it sounds like they want to eat some of us.
Okie dokie.
Who are you saying that to?
The
I think
whole
he said
room.
The room.
The room.
The whole
Read
room.
the room.
Okay. Do you want to take any movement?
Yep.
Not a party.
And I'll say it again real quick to Brody. He goes, "There's succubi and they want to eat us."
I heard.
Oh, good. You heard that? Then I just said it the one time. So I don't have any actions, but I have a bonus action. I can't do inspiration. That's as an action. Oh, God. We're fudged in the fudge. I guess that's it. Oh, activate. Oh, yes. I'm going to activate Ashley. And I have exactly 4 charges left. I guess I'll target her and get all 4 stats, please.
All right. You can. Do you have the monster manual?
Yeah, I'll just look up succubus.
Yeah.
As long as there's
Page
no
286.
addition. I'll internet it. Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Yeah. So with that, as the end of your turn,
That is so unfortunate. Oh. Have. I'm reading it. I'm getting sad.
okay.
Oh boy.
So with that, Tin stands up and starts to approach Tozu and says, "Surely you'll stay with us." Tozu, make a wisdom save.
Get plus
I don't
3.
know what that means. Like
Your
we have to,
wisdom
like,
modifier is
so
your
just
plus.
wisdom modifier on a 20. Okay.
Bingo.
You get plus 3 to the roll. You are within my aura of protection.
So then it's +1, so +3, so +4.
Oh, does that his aura affect any of my rolls in general, or just on saves?
My aura is on saving throws.
Okay. Damn.
I don't think it worked because I'm not going to roll above a 5 today.
I think
you,
I think the base stats of this creature is gonna screw you without having to roll.
Are you?
Oh boy.
You might want some inspiration.
So you rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
If you got inspiration, I would suggest utilizing that, but that's
So-
doesn't seem like
to you.
the time.
So we played a game where our friend Doug found a beautiful woman in a cave after being in a cave a long time and seduced her successfully. It was a succubus.
who
he
said
had-
used to.
And he had no harm done to him.
DJ, as a new player, I'm going to say that for free, you can make a nature check to see what Tozu knows about succubi.
All right.
Does anybody else object to?
Not at
This.
all.
I think I know that it starts with an S.
Okay,
You gotta read up on your mythos, man.
cool. So you got a 7 on your wisdom save.
Welcome to the chat,
Sorry,
Rusty.
guys, give me 1 second. Do-
Who dis?
I mean, per perfect theory, I never said I was going into the house, but
I don't think I know.
yeah, that's fair.
Cool. Cat,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Nothing's near me, right? Living.
You're sitting in front of the table that has some tasty smelling food on it. Directly across from you is the brother. This one is the sister. And then there's Tozu and the outside.
And I'm not sitting though, right? Because I said I was starting to head towards.
Yeah, you're
the
standing
door.
up. You're standing
Okay.
up now, but yes.
So can I just walk out?
Yeah. Thus far, no combat actions have been taken.
Oh, son of a snap! I wish that.
And can I like grab Tozu with me? Because I don't want to leave Tozu alone.
Drag.
You want to attempt to drag Tozu with you.
I'll just be like, "Hey Tozu, I think we should go check on the horses." And I like,
Yeah, that's the argument to use against with me.
Horses.
Yes. Well, hey, no, that's sort of good code. Like, we should go check on the horses.
mm-hmm.
Wink, wink.
That's the suggestion. Why would I want to go check on the? Oh, Tozu can have a maxi.
Are you
moment.
physically dragging? Are you physically attempting to drag Tozu?
No, I'm just gonna go like, "Hey Tozu, come with me because I'm leaving and you'll be alone in the house by yourself." Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You should come too. And then I'm just gonna saunter my way towards the door.
Okay, so you go nudge, nudge, and move yourself.
Yes.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I guess wherever it was. Am I 40? I think I'm 40.
No, you're gonna stay there.
45.
You're gonna stay there for a second.
No, you're
Okay.
like 35, 36, right?
I'm 45.
Dang.
Yeah,
That was
you
a
look
that
good.
was a real life joke, but thank you.
Oh, I will be 36 on Sunday. Go
Oh, yeah.
me.
Birthday.
Yeah. What
Ooh.
happened?
Just roll the dice that.
Eli's smirking too much.
I'm so excited for this.
Um, but I'm gonna, because I'm just bad at Roll20, I'm gonna message you really quick on Discord.
Yep. You have advantage,
You're talking to me or to Tozu?
Tozu.
Just make sure I wasn't missing something I was supposed to be doing.
So, the gray area of sexuality is definitely an appropriate title for this episode.
This is not the route I thought this was gonna go tonight.
Wait
Eli's-
till you
this
get
is
the
doing-
walk of shame after the combat.
Well, Eli's doing a. Hey, everything seemed on the up and up. I'm just apparently a bad judge of character.
You didn't make any insight checks.
Beetle leads with a different heart than most.
Different organ.
He
maybe.
uses a unique divining rod.
No, based on the way the conversation was going, he acted appropriately. There was.
I
No
mean, you
point-
are a satyr, so like,
Alright.
Yeah, there's. You call Satyr sexy, he's gonna listen. That doesn't sound good. Oh,
Danielle does a 26 hit.
roll another one, roll another one. Yeah, okay.
What's happening?
So go ahead and roll your full.
what's happening?
Hang on a second. We'll narrate it when we get
I
there.
might need to interject based off of if an attack is occurring.
Yes, Tozu stabs Cat.
Okay, I'm going to use my reaction. I'm going to activate my channel divinity.
oh, that's happening.
I will do share the burden, and I will switch places with Cat.
Okay.
He now has to make the attack on me instead,
She.
or she,
Yep.
which is a 19, which would still hit because it's 26. I take half whatever the amount of damage is. I take half.
Well, so Eli, I might need some slight help with this with full. Well, so first off,
Danielle, can you move yourself here?
Swap places.
Yes, I can.
so
Keep an eye on what's going on there.
Patrick.
Shenanigans.
Yep.
just before, like, I understand what you're doing and I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
But we had to talk some quick logistics.
Sure.
So, does this count as a surprise?
I mean, I would say
Yeah.
we're surprised you're fighting us.
I have not. Well, mechanically, I have not taken an action yet in combat.
That's not the question. Does this count as a surprise? That just means
Right.
if I have advantage is if someone has attacked or not.
Hang on. Let me look at surprise specifically.
And then for
Bill,
my-
to answer your question, it would not end.
Okay.
Any future saves would have advantage,
Gotcha.
but it would not end. Surprise. So sneak. They notice each other. However, this is from a teammate. Any character or monster that doesn't notice a threat is surprised. I am inclined to say that you are surprised due to the attack coming from a teammate.
Makes sense.
If you have a strong counter or objection or reason as to why it should not be that way,
I don't think so.
hear it.
I mean, I'm using a reaction to do this. Does that negate being surprised? If I am surprised, can I even use my reaction to do what I'm doing? You know, like it starts getting into some gray areas.
yes, it does. Surprise, you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. So you are...
I'm certainly shocked. I will give you that much.
And the real question is, because it's a surprise on Cat,
I'm
are
gonna
you
say
able to have
that-
to react?
I'm going to say that no.
No.
You are surprised because you
Oh.
did not perceive the threat. If you are surprised, you cannot take a reaction.
That's fine.
Cat takes the hit.
I'm at least going to use the dagger.
She is surprised. So, following surprise, that's a crit.
Yep.
So roll the stupid ass crap that you have.
But I'm going to use my dagger because at least it's
Yep. So it's 2d4 and 66
and it's plus my
Plus-
proficiency bonus. Yeah.
plus your dex. So plus 3, I
Oh,
think.
plus
4.
my dex, so plus 4.
Yeah. So
So
2d4,
I had to do a
66, and 4.
Yeah, so I had to do the 2d4 first. So that's a 10 with the plus 4, and now it'll be
Okay.
66
66.
with no bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18, so 28.
All right. Cat, you take 28 piercing damage.
And I just go, wow, what the fuck? Let me do some math. Okay, so that's 8, 18.
You are here.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else? Continue moving?
Me?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You on your own. Fucking stab me.
10, 15, 20. So you still have 20 feet of movement.
Yep, bye, Felicia. Holding my bloodied side.
That was a stab. Good job.
I tried to go light.
I just don't know my own
Oh,
stabbiness.
I should have done that. I'm sorry. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Oh well.
Could I, in her running and her getting stabbed, tell her to smack Beetle in the or smack Tozu in the face on her way by? As like if I forego my reaction until my turn.
As a reaction.
I'm fine with no. I'm reaching for
No,
straws
she
at this
left.
point.
She left the space already to get stabbed.
Could I say it as she's going by, just in general?
So that was an opportunity attack.
So
Is that what that was?
Yes, that was an opportunity attack.
Well, I guess the argument would be, no, I guess I understood this was the problem as the stabbing happened. So, yeah. No, I'm fine. I don't think I can go further back and be like, oh, he's charmed.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the brother now drops all pretense and turns into a full-on succubus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Incubi.
Or incubus, yes. Sorry.
It's fine.
And is going to make an attack against Beetle. Oh, that time I rolled shitty. There you go.
Yay.
8 to hit.
No.
Alrighty.
Hurrah.
Kozu, it is your turn.
Okay.
At least I'm leaving it open to interpretation.
Yep. I will attack Brody.
Okie dokie. You have advantage because Brody has not gone in combat yet.
Fucking Christ. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You won't be sorry. You'll be dead.
Hey!
That's
you
a
have
one.
advantage. You have advantage, though. You get to roll again.
God
But that's
damn
at
it.
least
You got
one
to roll
push
again.
up. That's at least
That's
one.
still a
I don't
miss.
forget. Okay. That's good. You can... Well, I mean, you can do what you want from there. You have your directive.
All right. What I make for movement right there? 15.
Excuse me.
5, 10,
That's
15, 20.
All right. I will disengage and retreat back into the house.
Brody, your turn.
Yeah, of course it is. One moment, I'm reading.
I wish I had 2 actions.
Yeah, that's not fair.
I love the monster manual. This is so fun.
This,
Like, there's
this is
something I wanna do to
the
get him
brother,
back.
right? We said.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the brother.
Blonde brother.
I am going to. Mentally have Bo come to me.
You have tied Bo to a post.
Bo is smart, and he can would be able to just flick the lash off.
Wait, is your horse celestial in the sense that like it is a higher thinking creature?
Yes, it is smart.
Would
I'm
you
going to
really
say
need to
make
tie
a
him up?
dexterity check for Bo to see if it can undo the knot.
Because like literally, I don't even have to tie Bo up anywhere. Like,
Well, that's
he's
what I
not
was
gonna
gonna
wander
say.
away.
Yeah,
like
like-
I can literally
that's
just
fair.
say
That's a fair point. You
and
did
he will
not have
stay.
to. Yeah, you did not have to tie Bo up.
Yeah.
Bo. Yeah, that's fair.
Bo
You
is
can-
self-thinking.
You can tell Bo to.
All right. I would like. Yeah, Bo can make this, no problem. I'm going to mount. Can you make me larger? Thank you. Hey, look, I'm bigger than you now. Okay. Unless he's
Nope.
medium size.
He's
Great.
medium size.
Can the horse do the trample ability without you on it?
Yeah, I can just say like trample that. So Bo could make attack before I hit before I
Yeah.
get on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that
That's fine.
first then.
That was more question. I wasn't suggesting, but
Yeah, no, it's
curiosity.
No, that's a good.
Right there.
That's
typically
yeah.
you do smart.
It's the one chance he's running. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. He just has to have come in a straight line, which he could have easily arced out and then in. I need to get him some magical horseshoes.
Yes, you really do.
Yeah, because
Some silvered horseshoes.
It would be so helpful.
yeah, I mean, like I said, he's a better combatant than I am. All right, let's see here. All right. Nope, that's a push-up. All right. He misses.
How much inspiration do you have?
No, I'm not gonna spend an inspiration on Bo's attack. All right, I get on the horse, and then I will attack. That's a 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Is this with a lance or a gauntlet?
No, this is my gauntlet.
Okay.
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my D8 here? D8. Just 2. That's 7 magical.
Okay.
Second attack. Oh, there's another one.
Oh my god.
I miss.
Fantastic.
And
What a night for push-ups.
I'm done, I guess.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Beetle.
interesting.
I'm gonna save my push-ups for the end.
Oh.
Beetle, you're up.
Oh.
Anyone else afraid of what's going to happen next?
No.
I know what's gonna happen after this encounter.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Beetle's not allowed to message random things anymore.
Yep, Beeto's no longer allowed to lead the party.
Hey now.
Because when the satyr's in charge, he thinks with his divining rod, and
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
it gets us in trouble.
Sorry, buddy, but this will bring you back to the fold. The Incubus and Tozu are gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Thunder Wave is the 15-foot cube.
Yep. So from
So
me out.
Tozu is out of range.
No.
What?
No,
These are
he's in
5
range.
These are 5
Where's
feet.
We've determined that it's 5 feet all around you, right? Because it's 5, 10.
Oh yeah. That's right. That would be me.
So
Oh,
the
well then
brother
I'm gonna
and
do a
Brody.
little bit of that and a little bit of this.
okay, that works. Now,
And then I'll do it.
I'm just making sure, like,
Yeah, no, I forgot it was the cube on me versus the cone.
because there's a
Cube,
clap,
yeah, so
there's a cone
not a
one,
cube in
and I
front of
forget.
you.
Yeah, I just
Thunderclap
always-
is the other one.
Yeah, that's the one I always think of.
Something.
Yeah, one's like in front of you and one's around you.
And depending on their saving throws, I might uptick this to level 2.
Let me know if you want to uptick it now.
Did they save?
You have to choose how to cast it before they save.
Oh, well, let's just uptick for the sake of upticking. This is a level 2.
So you need me to re-roll it then?
No, I just
No.
need to add a D8 to my...
What's the save DC?
con, and it is 15.
Let's save 15. Okay, they both fail.
So they both take 9 points of damage.
Is that an attack against me?
The spell?
Spell?
So
I'm attacking you with a spell, I guess.
yeah, so that's why I'm asking.
It's not it's not an attack.
Okay, so I cannot uncanny dodge it.
You cannot uncanny dodge it. You could potentially evade it at higher levels.
They're also pushed 10 feet away.
Actually, you couldn't even evade it.
Yeah.
All right, so you are pushed. Pew. Pew.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to cast
And I'm sorry, it was how much damage? 9?
9, and then I'm going to cast Healing Word at Tozu.
Is this a bonus action?
It is.
Okay.
1d4 plus my spell casting multiplier, which I think is 4. Yes. 1d4 plus 4.
Ozu, how many hit points do you have left?
39.
7 more, buddy.
Okay. You're healing Tozu?
Yep.
So does that count as temporary hit points?
Nope, those are regular hit points.
Then it does nothing. I was at full.
Oh, you had 10 hit points? I don't want to do that then. I don't want to do that then.
I mean, I was going to say something, but technically, as far as I know, I'm still not on your team. So
No. In
it
general,
makes
I
sense
would
for
have.
me to have you waste things.
No. In general, I would have known that just as a party member.
Yeah, that's
earlier?
That's common.
that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
I still had the hit points that Brody
Cat
given.
got stabbed for 30.
I'll send
Close
that. I'll just send that her way then. I'll keep the roll and I'll send that her way.
I'm sorry, Cat.
Healing Word for Cat. You get 7 more hit points if.
Tozu's
Well, thank
not
you.
bad, sorry.
Happy
Tozu kind of wanted to stab
birthday.
you anyway.
Level 1.
Happy birthday, stab.
Does
helps,
that
you're
do
the member of
anything
the-
for Tozu?
You're the member of the party I least want to stab.
Yeah, it does. So, Tozu, you
Could
can
have
make
fooled me.
Tozu, you can make a wisdom save.
I was doing this for you, buddy.
With a +3 to that, puts it at 17 because you're still in Brody's aura.
My bubble.
Yeah.
Hey.
So you have effectively saved.
And you can't get it again for 24 hours.
Question: can I not get it again in general, or can I not get it again from Homeboy outside?
Once you get an STD, it
Well,
stays.
it's because
This STD only
it was
lasts
said that
24
he was
hours.
the one. It was said that he was the one I was doing the wisdom saving throw against. Nothing against.
It is
Against
immune,
her.
so it is. Yeah, so you were actually initially charmed by her,
Oh, okay.
and cannot be charmed by her again. You could still be charmed by him, but we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, it says this fiend's charm.
So she transforms 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and claws at you in fury with a 20 to hit.
Yep.
All right, so you take 6 slashing damage.
All right.
That bad. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. It
No.
could be worse, I'm sure, but
Not terrible. They're mostly focused on the charming
yeah,
shenanigans.
yeah.
Cat, your turn.
Yeah. So I'm bleeding and tired and like pissed. I'm just gonna sit here and bleed.
Alrighty then.
Well, at least he didn't come for retribution. Because in theory, you wouldn't know
We're
that.
like not like this isn't an open space, right? Like I'm up against the outside of the wall.
Yeah,
right?
you're
Like,
up
we're
against the outside of the
Okay,
house.
I just want to make sure.
There's like a clearing. The surrounding the house is a clearing, but
Yeah,
you're
no. So
not,
I'm just like sitting and like holding my side and like, what the fuck was that?
And she believes it.
what was that roll for?
I
Just-
whispered you. I whispered you. And she believes it.
Oh, okay. Is that persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I figure for
Okay.
narrative fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Waste a good roll for the night on shenanigans.
So the brother turns to you, Beetle, and says, "It's not too late. We could still be great together. The three of us. Make a wisdom save."
Oh.
I am. I have advantage against being charmed.
Okay. And you also have +3.
+3 from Brody.
Well, thank goodness I got a 15.
Yeah, 15 succeeds. Okay. Tozu, your turn.
That's going to be one of
To
those.
do what
nights,
you
eh?
like.
You are free to roam about the cabin.
Yes, you are.
Huh. Huh. Well, that is unfortunate that no one else is around me.
Running hard.
I will disengage. And 5, 10, 15. Hey, homeboy.
That's hilarious. I feel like half my evening has just been trying to make
I
you
don't think a
laugh.
13 is going to hit, so does a 13 hit?
No, it does not.
Well, thankfully, I am pissed off, so I'm inspired by being pissed off. Fuck!
Yeah, 13 still doesn't
How-
hit, buddy.
How does every single time I inspire, I roll 1 directly following it? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I have had one
Because you
good
stabbed
inspiration
me.
roll.
Hey, you got to roll crit damage against Danielle.
So I'm reminded in another realm, I had a character, prestige class, I forget what it's called, it was like commander or something like that, where people could give you their heroic points, their inspiration basically,
Mm-hmm.
and you could hand them back out. So you could redistribute them around, and you could burn them specifically to do special things. So in this case, I feel that like Tozu could just be a bad like you don't spend them, just give them to me, and I'll use them over here.
I guess I'm
Alrighty,
done.
Tozu. It's Brody's turn.
It is my turn. I don't know how many times they can do that. Everyone seems to be themselves. Alright. I'm gonna cast. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself. Which is. I'm gonna pick Owl's Wisdom. And I have advantage on all. Oh no, that's Wisdom checks, not saves. I thought that was saves. Nope. Disregard. Forget that.
Okey-dokey.
Attack!
All right.
I thought it was saves. It's checks. I don't want to now. All right. Let's start with Bo. Good old Bo. That seems like a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay.
that does feel like a miss, yes.
Yeah. Brody Gauntlet number
Oh,
one.
DJ got a push-up, too.
That's a yep.
That's
That's
like
it.
5 I've had so far.
It's just saving it for the end.
It's-
Look, Roll20 just really wants you to get in shape.
I'm just sitting here bleeding, so I can't do push-ups.
Wait, in real life, what's
Um,
happening?
I think I'm gonna drop a smite on this guy.
Okay.
I normally save him, but I'm feeling it. Feels like now is the time.
Feels smiteable.
Yeah, this feels smiteable. This is a fiend, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I will do a first level slot. 2d8 plus a d8. Right. So that's 3d8. And then my gauntlet is a d8. That's 4d8. Does the damage type matter? You want me to split it? Because the smite is
I don't
radiant.
think so. I don't think so.
No allergies to radiant damage.
No.
I'll just add it all together then. 27 radiant damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Still up.
Okay, second attack.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
that
that's a
hits.
hit. I'm
Yep.
gonna burn another. I'm gonna drop another smite.
Okay.
19 radiant damage.
Ooh. Still up.
Okay, that's my attacks.
Beetle.
Die! Go back to where you came from.
Chaos Bolt!
Oh boy.
All right.
Duck and cover. The bard's doing his chaos bolt.
Basically.
What's my spell attack?
That's 2 slots.
I'll go for her first. Nat 20! Oh.
Right.
Oh. That
So wait,
doesn't
do
do
you roll 4d8, and then if any two of them are the same?
I'm all up for that.
How does...
There's no real crit to it. Like, I guess it would be double
Yeah, 'cause it's
damage,
not
where
damage.
I roll 2d8 and 1d6. That's the damage, and I just double it, but it doesn't do any extra jumping. I don't know.
I think it would only jump once still. But if any,
Well, yeah, 'cause then
you're
I-
increasing the chance of it jumping, but it doesn't jump more time. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, and then my jump,
Well, so
I do
it-
a new roll.
Yeah, and if it does jump, then the second one also has the potential to
Miss.
jump. So is every jump a crit?
No, so it's a whole new
Just-
attack. So, like, right now, I'm going to roll 2d8 and a d6.
Oh, make
If
a
the
new
d8
attack roll. Okay,
match,
yeah,
then
yeah.
it jumps.
So,
But this initial one,
but this initial one's a
This
crit,
is gonna
so
get double
4d8
damage.
and 2d6.
correct. But it's not going to... I don't think I do the extra d8s. Do I just double the damage, or I get double the dice?
All dice you would roll
All
are
dice
doubled.
are doubled, and it's
roll
2d8 plus 1d6 damage.
If you want to give
So
it
you're
2
gonna roll-
chances to jump, that's fine by me, and I'll
you're
roll
gonna
2
you're
and
gonna
2.
roll 4d8 and 2d6, and if any of the 2d8s match, then it jumps.
Damn.
Yeah,
All
so you're
right.
increasing the
is
chance.
a
of
good-
it.
There's
this is a good spell to
4d8,
crit.
and 2 of them match.
And 2 of them match. So you can pick 3, 5, and 8. You can pick the damage type
And then
as
2d6.
fire, lightning, or thunder. So pick fire, lightning, or thunder.
Well, we're not doing fire or lightning, so we're doing thunder.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So you did 31.
31 to her, and then I guess I re-roll the attack roll to him.
Yes, you make the new attack roll.
Ayo!
Damn. Make that jump.
But then this will be just 2d8.
No, it's an attack roll. It's a d20.
No, I did that already at the 24.
Yeah, you got a
Oh, the
24.
I didn't even see that. So many rolls.
Yeah, sorry. So the 24 is to
2d8,
hit him,
6,
and then the
6
6
and
or
7.
7. I'm gonna do...
Pick poison or psychic.
We'll go with Psychic,
Yeah. Yeah. So
and
He
he'll
dies.
take 18.
he
So
does.
yeah, he dies.
This isn't how you do it, is what I say out loud. And I critted, so I have to describe
This
how this
isn't
works.
how you do it.
Oh my god, this
Oh, yeah.
is so much happening right now.
Yeah, you get to choose how you
So
kill him.
I am forming this ball of energy in between my hands, and I just look at her with a face of disappointed regret that I have to do this. Shake my head no, and let loose the energy. She knows what that look means because she heard it in her head. It hits her, and because of her shock of my still being open to some suggestions, and this still happening, the energy just there's no defense being put up against all this energy coursing through her, and it just shoots back out of her mouth straight at her brother, who then disappears into dust of his brain. Oh no, psychic damage. It hits him in the back of the head and his head explodes.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna tweak that narrative and say you rolled the secret 9th damage type against her, which is the sexual tension damage type.
Oh, but she'd probably have advantage on that. I don't like that.
Yeah, so he's cadet.
Was that a good enough narrative to get at least an inspiration back for the night?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, thank God.
Are you set with your turn?
People still hurting?
She's hurt.
I'm fine with her hurting. She had her chance. She don't get none of this
Halfway.
beetle. Halfway. You're pretty safe.
Yeah, I'm staying outside.
Yeah.
F that shit.
Man,
I just got stabbed by a comrade.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not rushing. I take my time.
So all
Oh,
three
you
of
rush
us are
in, then you
fine.
rush out.
I'll back up. If this is enough to be out of line of sight, I'll go there. And that'll be it. Whoo!
Should have rolled.
I'm glad I at least got that to arc once. Out of all this time of having it.
Yeah, no, critting on that spell is pretty cool. Extra chances to jump.
So you have an unanswered whisper out to her.
Well, that was weird that he made a comment, but yeah.
So you get that, and then she winks out of existence.
Does his sense good and evil, is it like on right now, so he would know that she's actually gone? Or did
It's
she go
it's like a
invisible?
single sonar ping.
Okay.
It's not like a
Aura.
yeah. I can do it again, which I'm probably going to do when it's my turn.
Yep.
I
So
don't
she
have
disappears.
much time left in me. I'm turning into a pumpkin.
Yeah, we are. Well,
We're there.
we're theoretically done. Kat, it's your turn. Are you bleeding on the building?
I'm just still sitting here, just nursing my wound.
Bleeding on the house. Tozu.
I will go over to Kat and give a healing potion, if that's an okay thing to do.
Yeah, you can offer it up.
I'm sorry.
Hey, buddy. You want
I
to
just
drink
kind of
this?
dead hand stare. I grab it.
It wasn't me.
There's a really bad aspect of this that if I was a more experienced player, I would have probably been able to realize, but I'll tell you after.
It's
But
fine.
Here, have a healing potion at least.
Is it just like a regular?
Yeah.
Well, no, I can
Plus
I
3?
can cast some healing. I'm really
It's up to you
hoping.
if you want to take it. You don't have to drink it.
You don't have to
I
drink it.
can
I'm
hang
just
on to
giving
it.
it to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll just add it to my
Yeah.
inventory then, because I'm not like dying.
Well, I
Yeah,
hope we
and
sleep
I
soon
still have
because I'm
7
useless for
healing
the rest of
potions.
this game otherwise.
Brody.
I'm going to activate Divine Sense. I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me as long as it's not behind total cover.
There are no celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
I apologize, team. I could have sworn they meant us no harm.
We're going to talk.
And we just all glare at Beetle.
Boy, were you
Ah.
incorrect.
But I will. I don't want to do this. Hey, I literally thought there was no harm, and it wasn't because I was walking with something else.
But the one thing we aren't staring at Beetle over is any unseen acne, thanks to our sponsor, Oxy10. Once again, for face clearing that you can count on, Oxy10 is where it's at.
Oh my god. That
Oh,
was
there it is. I was
intense
like,
and a lot of fun.
So Danielle, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
part
so
of the
we're
game.
gonna close
No.
the session here. We'll pick up next week.
Yeah, no, Danielle, the reason I'm so sorry is that because I'm so used to using some of my weapons, my instruction was just to stab you. And I realized after the fact I could have used my longsword, which I have a -1 added to it, and it doesn't count as a sneak attack because it's not a range or finesse weapon. So therefore, it wouldn't have done all the extra damage to you. I would have just rolled 2d8, and that would have been it.
Would have been more base, but not like bonus.
Yes.
Fair.
Hey, man.
And
You live
Hey,
and learn.
You were in
Our
Sorcerer.
greatest teachers.
Dad, cat.
You were ensorcelled. It's hard to say.
I
no.
was, yes, and I was, and that was my message to Eli. I was just questioning, do I use the dagger or the short sword with the stab? And he gave me the option, and then I realized after the fact, it's like, God damn it, I had another sword I could have stabbed with.
That's
So I
why.
went-
That's why I
I
wanted to
even-
get a little.
I'm not
Yeah.
cadet, so we're cool.
Well, that's
used
why I
the
wanted.
dagger
I
on-
did not specify one. I said you can choose,
Yeah.
and you
Of course
chose.
you did. You just wanted to see Cat bleed. You sadistic bastard.
I did. I love it when party members stab each other.
He was ensorcelled. It's hard to, That's why I did a
Yeah.
little damage to him so I could snap him out of it.
You should have just run out. You should have just run out of the house. But no, you were a good friend, and you were like, oh, Tozu, you should come with.
Yeah, if you hadn't gone up to Tozu, it wouldn't have been an opportunity attack.
That's fine.
So anyway,
I tried to
thoughts,
do the right thing.
feedback, comments on the session, things you liked, didn't like.
I mean, I had a great time. I hope everybody else did.
Beetle needs to change his pants.
Hey, that was just, it was friendly banter that I thought was being.
Now,
Was
like,
Fred-
I'm not,
you know?
I'm not being dumb on anything, right? Like, I, like, not just character-wise, but me myself should have had, like, no real idea what was going on. Like, I get that, like, Patrick, like, you, as Brody, like, gave the, hey, we should go right
Yeah.
now, but, like,
Yep.
there was nothing at any real point that, like, did I
Well-
miss something? Yeah.
well-
Nope. You
I
did
mean,
not.
part of it's like character and part of it's player knowledge. You know, like the bells and whistles in Brody and Patrick's head were going off.
Sketchy,
At the beginning.
sketchy,
You know, it's like-
sketchy.
I don't like the gingerbread house in the woods. You know,
Mhm, mhm.
and so on and so forth. I just from the beginning I didn't like this whole setup. But
That's so meta.
Eli, I do have one question on like the meta side of things. With familiarity with foes, where I have advantage on deception and persuasion rolls when dealing with creatures of evil alignment, do I naturally know if something has an evil alignment, though? Or is that like, because in this, Beetle had led us to believe that this was all a safe thing, therefore my guard wouldn't have been up with it?
Yeah, I don't think that you inherently know. Like, I think with creatures, maybe it can be a gimme if you're like, oh, you're, I don't know,
Would it just be something he has to
A
remind
car.
you about? So you go, ah, yes, it is evil. And then you
You
get the
could've-
extra thing, you know?
yeah,
yeah.
maybe like Eli could make the roll behind the screen type of thing.
Yeah,
But
like,
you
I
would
mean,
have to
not that-
remember
Yeah.
you have that ability.
Yeah, like, I mean, not that I was ever in a case that I was using persuasion or deception, which that's the only things that I do have advantage on. So it's not like I can just naturally go into something and say it, but like that, like even if you did a tip off, if I was like the one in Bill's shoes being like, oh, I'm going to use persuasion, and then you're like, hey, you have advantage on this, and you know, it's up to me to be like, oh, I might have advantage because of this, or Eli's just being a very nice DM. Hooray!
Yeah.
Yeah,
could even-
well, and I think I would probably roll that behind the screen. Like, I think I'd probably roll, instead of having you roll with advantage, I'd probably roll their counter with disadvantage to keep it sneaky. Like, if it's just like a random person, you wouldn't necessarily know if they were evil. But if
You
it's
could
like
always-
the devil, then yeah.
Yeah.
A suggestion is that DJ, if you think you're role playing with an evil entity, you could always make your roll with advantage and say, "I rolled this, and if it's evil with it, like you know, make
Yeah,
the
if it's
second
evil,
roll."
then the second roll happens.
Well,
Right.
we already
So like,
know the second roll is going to be a 1, so I mean, it doesn't really matter.
well, but like you're putting it out there. So if it's applicable, Eli, and
Yeah.
you remind Eli, like I'm rolling this, and if they're evil, I'm also rolling this.
Because
You know, and then
my only
Yeah.
advantage rolls that are going to be great are when I'm going against Danielle, apparently.
Yep.
Quick
Sorry.
thing before we lose Danielle. Inspiration for the evening.
Yeah. Who? Any nominees?
Well, I mean, the obvious choice is Beetle. However,
no,
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, it was a
you.
pretty Beetle-heavy session.
no.
Yeah,
Beetle
sorry
also
about
led
that.
everybody to the gingerbread house, and
Cat got stabbed.
cat got stabbed.
I did some pretty sweet stabbing.
Dozy did some very sweet stabbing.
Brody didn't like this from the beginning.
I
And
kind of want.
You kind of want
You
who?
cut out.
Oh, I said I kind of want to say nobody. Like,
That's fine.
I know some probably will get it, but like, I feel like nothing uber like amazing and spectacular happened, and like, kind of had like that awkward like, oh, this is my fault. Oh, this is my fault. Like,
This is not Brody's fault. I do not take any responsibility for anything in this.
Hey, if I need to roll a persuasion to say, you know, I thought this was on the up and up. I
No,
didn't
I'm
tell
just
the
gonna-
party
I'm-
anything about sexual options other
I'm
than
just
what
gonna
they
roleplay
accidentally
with it.
saw.
and-
Yeah.
Also, I did try to take advantage of the fact that you just said your message to me, Eli, was just kill them all. So
Yep.
you didn't specify who I had to go after, which is why
Yep.
one, I went after Patrick, who I know would have had the most armor of everything and the hardest to hit.
Yeah, the
And
tough one.
two, he was far enough away from the incubus so that it wouldn't have counted as a sneak attack because
When you're an ally.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was well done, and I kind of I did that on purpose to give you some leeway.
Choice.
Because I also have to roleplay, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm role playing as this creature who is an intelligent creature, but is not like I also don't want to metagame and be like, I would command this rogue to do this in such a way to take advantage of sneak attack. No.
Yeah. I mean, and that was why, I always had to be honest the first time around with, Patrick and Danielle switching and being like, so technically, I don't think any of this works.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it would have been, if this was a real world situation, and I think if I suddenly stabbed Danielle, it'd be a very surprising thing.
Yeah, you are correct. No,
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I certainly had a lot of fun. I like
Yeah, I just
this
see
type
you
of
laughing
enemy
the entire time.
yeah, the type of enemy that gets to mess with you is always fun. But
I was
You
really
know,
hoping I could
it's-
persuade a succubus to not try to kill us, and I was close, but
yeah, you were pretty close.
This is me shaking my head.
Hey!
They get the +5 there, +5 to saves. So
I mean, effort for trying and going big,
The whole situation of the conversation ahead of time and everything else, it seemed like it was on the up and up. There was no point where anything that I called out or knew about or talked about did it come across. Granted, it may be more insight is necessary to roll, but I think if I did the insight, it would just seem like, yeah, that's what they think.
yeah.
I don't know. Good luck selling that to me.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I'll upload the video. You can just rewatch it and you can see what happened on my side. You'll know that I'm right.
So bad. So did we decide on somebody?
No, I think your idea of nobody was fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with nobody. I mean, I think it was a good session all around. I think everybody did what they would have done.
Yeah.
There's nothing that was out of character, and I think you're right that there's nothing that was wow, that was great.
Yeah. Because I don't want it.
I-
I'd rather not be I get it just because I did all the talking because it was a heavy me episode.
Right.
I'd rather
Well,
get it because of something
I-
clever.
I personally had a lot of fun with Bill, with all the messaging shenanigans, but that's not. I don't think it was-
Inspiration worthy.
Yeah,
I got one for my crit. I'm satisfied for the evening.
yeah.
And
Oh,
please
man.
God, we need to rest.
That was funny.
The start of the next episode needs to be asleep.
Yes, it is nighttime.
Thank God. We
So,
probably don't want to
but
stay
you'll
here,
have to-
though.
Yeah, you'll have to figure out: are you going to sleep here, or are you going to
Yeah,
push
let's
on
sleep in
into
the
the
demon
woods?
house.
Are you going to push on into the woods and try to find somewhere else to camp, and potentially expose yourself to more monsters? Who knows?
Well, if we have a watch in
now
the
it's gonna be that interesting. So, out of curiosity, how much does Kat know that I was, under duress or
Influence.
under
Yeah.
influence during that? So it's even if we try to rest right now after all that, is
Maybe
Kat
one eye
going to
open.
actually sleep at the same time that I'm keeping watch?
Yeah, you're going to have to roleplay some
Trust
apologies.
issues.
Yeah, which I'm very excited for.
I mean, you did take the healing potion from me. You didn't drink it right away, so you might be like, I'm gonna check this for poisons, but
I just put a thing in the D&D chat as
yeah.
a reminder for next time of 3-round watches, 2 party members each round. That way, if we do want to stay in the house, we could do that and still have enough protection to, if someone is ensorcelled, the other person can make sure to wake the party and we have at it. Based on the possible dangers of the rest of the forest.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
Just putting it out there.
I'm gonna kill the